all the districts in Malawi forming the DRs, and the response was very good and effective to come up and say, I think this is the way to go. From 2003 to 2004, we completed the formation of all the DRs in the country, and even now, NAC started appreciating the work of the Malawi interfaith. They came up and started supporting the Malawi interfaith, which also another way. They gave us a double cabin, and that now must be two tables in the secretariat, and we employed the accountant. At that time was this gentleman who is now at the Luhang. Yeah, my chief of home is Luhang. You know, Mr. Luhang also played a very good role. He was the first accountant in the Malawi interfaith. He joined at the time when the very crucial and the resources were just very minimal. But he tried much as he could, and he also worked hand in hand with Smaga to develop some other proposals. So from that time up to 2007, Mr. Smaga resigned. The reason why Mr. Smaga resigned was that there was also a challenge between mother bodies. You know, when the mother bodies grouped up to form interfaith, there was also I think maybe I can say there's a challenge because they could not support it fully. The mother bodies could not support it fully. They could leave the secretariat work on their own, and they struggled to get support from the mother bodies. We appreciate Reverend Rawi at that time. He was very instrumental, and he was the only person from the mother bodies who would come and be the secretariat and assist. But the rest of the mother bodies were not seen supporting the secretariat. So in that regard, Smaga resigned, and then in 2007, Ngaya joined the secretariat. And the time when Ngaya was joining the secretariat, we had a very big funding from unions. We had funding from the Northern Rock, Oxfam, and many other donors. And Mr. Ngaya had the chances to have programs because the funding was there. But when Ngaya joined the organization, we also faced the same challenge that he would not get more support from the mother bodies. And he was going to be in isolation with the mother bodies. So we find that the association had challenges also to actually execute it because the mother bodies were not fully supporting the association. All in all, it has been a very good journey from that time up to today because the association's funding has never been stable. The resources were just coming in and out, but they were not stable as the support the sustainability of the organization. Briefly, that is the brief background of the organization from Smaga to Gayai, then to Madam Tafirangat up until now. Thank you very much.
It is really good to have people in our organizations with institutional memory, because then we know where to start. I now understand why one of the JAC members, I don't know from which district, said, make sure that you retain the executive director. The executive director has gone through thick and thin. I'm paraphrasing what he said. If you dare to remove her, we are going to march. That's what he said. I guess the same extends to that brother of ours there, Brother Kowe, who has ably articulated the history of Miaaaaaaaa. Thank you so much for that. And one thing that I've noted is that Miaaaaaaaa has gone through thick and thin, through turbulence. There have also been times of plenty. You know, that's what happens in NGOs. There are times when you have all the funding. There are times when you don't have even a single funding. So it's a cycle, it's cyclical, and it moves like that, but we should not despair. With the launch of the new mandate, the new strategy, with the factory review that took place, the results informing how we can strengthen said functions and the secretariat, I'm very, very sure that sooner than later, Miaaaaaaaa is going to thrive again. Amen. We are already here. We can now quickly move into awards, am I right? Because Miaaaaaaaa would like to recognize in a special way people that have been with the institution. You know, during times of plenty and during times of wrong. He has mentioned people like the Reverend Francis and Kandawili, the GS for the Evangelical Association of Malawi, being there, even when times are hard. And there are several others that we're going to see coming forward to be presented with their awards. In fact, certificates, I guess? Yes. And some gift, and a small token, a small gift as well. Brother Konde, come in front again to conduct the award.
Yeah, thank you very much. Being given an opportunity to present the awards to individuals and also organizations. In the first place, we'll give certificates to organizations according to their background and support to the interfaith. The first certificate goes to Roger Cheche for the initial support to the organization. When the Roger Cheche began the Reverend Irene Board, she was very, very instrumental, and she always said, I want to see this organization growing. I don't want to see this failing. So we recognize Roger Cheche for the good job. Thank you very much. The chair of the should be the one presenting the certificates. I'll just mention names.
Because of this job.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yes.
Thank you.
With pictures also, you know, it will be presented here with pictures. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this certificate goes to National Health Commission, as we already heard, that he has been also there. National Health Commission. Yeah, the other certificate goes to UN Women. UN Women is being given and for helping to put the association on the map in Saima on the issue of getting girls back to school. Session. The other certificate goes to UNICEF. UNICEF has been awarded for accepting the acceptance of vaccine and immunization as the vital to health. Yeah, that's all about the organization. We're now going to individual level. On the individual level, the first award goes to Bishop Peter Musikwa. Bishop Musikwa has been the first chairperson of Board of Trustees, and he has been very instrumental traveling all the way from Chikwawa to attend meetings in Lilongwe. You know, it's not easy for Bishop to travel. Thank you very much. The other certificate goes to Reverend Francis Kandawile. Earlier been mentioned here once again, has been very instrumental. Brother Francis having been part of the association formation. Then the senior note also honor late Father Robert Manguru. Robert Manguru also was one of the instrumental persons, having been part of the association formation and his first board chair. Late Manguru. The other certificate goes to Cuman, she lifestyle note. He was also the first secretary general of Cuman and the founder of the association. The other certificate goes to Professor Nagel Pete, who was the executive director of ACEM at that particular time, and he having been part of the formation of the Malawi Interfaith. Nagel Pete, Professor. Next to him is Mrs. Mandela, Ruth Mandela from Cham. He was also one of the formation members. He was part of the executive in that particular time. Ruth Mandela. The other certificate goes to Lloyd Smaga, who was the first executive director of the Malawi Interfaith. Lloyd Smaga. The other certificate goes to Bishop of Family Magangan. He is also very instrumental. He was started as a GF member, maybe up to the Board of Trustees. Thank you very much for being there all the time. He was a GF member. The other certificate goes to Apostle Will Chaponda, as earlier already told. Chaponda was also very instrumental in the formation of TRs.
Next is Mrs. Miriam Sichinga. She was the secretariat. So the first woman to volunteer himself working in the secretariat in absentia. And in absentia also Mrs. Jubilee Kasa of the Muslim Association of Now, was the first woman to form up a home-based care in her area, was the first woman to form a home-based care. The other certificate goes to Robson Chimera. Sorry?
He's a groundsman. He has been a groundsman for over 10 years. Or the soldier who gave office, you see the his name, he will find something for us to eat. And he's always smiling. This all I have by Chido Mia. Kuma is always committed to the work.
Thank you very much, Mela. The other one is Bishop Olichapa. Bishop Olichapa is also one of the instrumental, the first chairperson of the chair up until now. Yeah, and him is coming from the Zion, where he break the silence in the Zion church. The other certificate goes to Reverend James Akasi. The first one to come up open on our HIV status, progress to get tested for HIV. Okay, I think she did say something.
First of all, I would like to thank God for giving me this platform. I'm a teacher by profession. So when I was a teacher, a lot of people in 2005-6, a lot of teachers were dying. So I was praying to God that, Lord, why are all these teachers dying? Can't you give me a platform? Because an individual like counseling was not working. So God provided that platform for me. If you hear of people today, it was because I testified. And when I joined the clergy community, I saw that a lot of clergy were not open to talk about HIV. Because some people have that mentality that when you are HIV, you are the most sinful person. I was called when I was HIV positive. So another cry again was, Lord, will you please give me this platform of speaking to my own fellow clergy, the colleagues. So I thank God for Nike and Mia when they invited me to be a moderator in the southern region, central region, when they were conducting meetings with prophets up to the north. So it was during that time when I spoke openly again to my fellow clergy about what it means to be with HIV. I'm 28 years old, living with the virus. And I thank God, as Paul said in 2 Timothy, that I find comfort in God. It's the same God who comforts me. And I'm also expected to comfort others who are sailing through the same boat as I'm sailing. Thank you so much.
Madam. The next certificate goes to Mufti Shamuna Sosola. Him is awarded for member involvement and getting girls back to school. Mufti Sosola. Okay. Where is he? He was here. All right. The other certificate goes to the Executive Director of Miaaaaaaaaaa, Pirila Dafinanga, for being the most devoted Miaaaaaaaaaa staff member. You know, she came when she was just as the IT person, but she has developed within the system up to graduating a master's from Miaaaaaaaaaa. Yeah. So, we have to recognize him. The other certificate goes to Senior Chief Mwanza. I don't know if he is here. Senior Chief Mwanza was involved in the getting back girls to school and male involvement in the girl project. Chief Mwanza.
Mufti, Chief Mwanza. Mzazi ngere Chief Mwanza.
The other certificate goes to Nenodiak. Nenodiak is being awarded for being most productive resource mobilization team. Lastly but not least, the certificate goes to Wanamtetu Lungu for the development on designing the new logo.
We also have another certificate to Brother Hamid Kongwe. If you can see the old logo, he's the one who designed. And the new logo, Brother Teto has designed it. These are members of our program technical committee. Just to say a bit of Mufti Sosola and T.M. Mwanza, anatitandiza mwamili getting girls back to school, to the extent only there was a time tinatenga atsikana through funding ya UNESCO, ndiyo nyumbeni, tinapita nao South Africa wakati na ma success stories. Tufuna so kupanga appreciate Brother Sherif Chigakuda in absentia, lady, Chifuacha anaisomo zoma trustees amia. Palimai Zuluso, lady, anaiso kurulamia waya mbira. Brother Usman Chunga, maybe happy to see you can collect for Brother Usman Chunga. Anani kurulane kinjamina na PTC na vitamia nyamaja after crazy kumayabili. Maybe someone can correct a gift in absentia. The certificates will be printed later. Okay, you get the gift for Chikabuda. My certificate now will have it. And then normally is in the Kasongo Diak. Kasongo Diak, give my report in time zones, say any activity. They will send a report and very clear and a current level of the Tandizo UNICEF is a malaria business also
tufuna representative wakasungu alipo awiri alunda alimo chabwino zikomo kwambiri. Tombe mmanja.
Takumana kuno ku Dowa pa makamaka pa meeting imene ya Miaaaaaaaa.
Yes.
Mungafotokoze motani Miaaaaaaaa mungaifotokoze motani?
Choyambirira mwina ndinena kuti ineyo dzina langa ndi Bishop Jones Ngoleka amene Miaaaaaaaa inidziwa kuchokera pakanthawi kuyambira 2006 yomwe anabwera Apostle Wile Chaponda cha ku Neno district kuzakhazikitsa Miaaaaaaaa and pa district pa makhazikitsa ngati district interfaith AIDS committee muchidule timati DIAC. So ineyo nali chairperson oyambirira mu Neno district kukhala pa mpando umenewo. So menemo ndimomwe ningafotokozere zokhuza Miaaaaaaaa andichokera nthawi imeneyo akharukira ntchito zosiyana-siyana limodzi ndi Miaaaaaaaa kufika na pano.
Makamaka inu muchokera kubungwe lanji?
Ineyo ndi mbusa wa Living Waters. Ndithu.
Coming after the CHS afterwards, but I'll do my best. It is a pleasure to be with you today. Greetings from our U.S. Embassy. I was completely booked today, and I got a note from my supervisor, the Charge in charge. Chichi, can you go to this very important meeting? I want to say that religious leaders and interfaith communities and leaders are not only at the forefront of the national response, but I would actually argue, like communities, they're actually the glue in the center. When donors leave, when priorities shift and change, and markets shrink, which is what we're seeing, what's left is people's faith. When you're at your lowest, the first thing you call is usually a higher power. When you're celebrating the most important moments in your life, you call on a higher power. When I looked at all the documents, the PowerPoints, the new strategy, the shifts in focus, all I thought about, the time is now. The time is now. But I'd be remiss to not stand here as a member of the U.S. government and representative of my government to not say our challenges are also unparalleled. They're so unique at this point. We want to do more with the resources now following us. So before I jump into remarks, I want to also reestablish our commitment. It looks different than money and the resources we used to bring in the past. But the commitment calls for a new way of partnering. Very helpful to hear other ways to help, in-kind resources, technical assistance, looking at partnering within our existing programs and awards. I took notes scrupulously as the executive director was talking. Please know we stand with you.
The guest of honor would like to unveil the new Miaaaaaaaa logo, mission statement, and everything. So we have been very observant. All the rubber banners that were pasted in the morning are no longer there. So it means we are now unveiling a new band. So the ribbon, the cutting of the ribbon, it means launching of the new name and the new mission statement. mission statement, the new vision, and of course, values. I can see most of the values are there. So, when we'll be talking about Miaaaaaaaa now, this is the color of Miaaaaaaaa. Yeah, so maybe for symbolic, the guest of honor and one of the Secretary General of the Mother Police. And may I request Alec P as the guest of honor. I'm carrying that Alabama symbolize our service. My mother police, look at you. I guess we're going to Americano.